what's happening here that's not happening anyplace else.
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
Classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminole,
Miami Hurricanes,
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned, make sure that you roll up.
There we go.
It's the roll up, it's the vibes. Another beautiful day in the Sunshine State, and I am kicking it with the illest. CJ, Larry, what it do?
Shit, vibing, man. Just getting up. Trying to run around, get thumbtacks and shit first thing in the morning.
Hey, I just bought some, bro. Matter of fact, myself.
That green screen.
I had to get the green screen up. I was like, man, I got to get the green screen up this week, man. And
so that's crazy.
Yeah, ain't no more. Well, I forgot it ain't no more 24-hour Walmarts, really.
Oh no, bro. Once the pandemic solved all that, once the motherfuckers realized they made that the same amount of dollars closing at 11 versus staying 24 hours, say, nah, let's cut back on these hours we paying these overnight people and pocket more bread.
Yeah, we'll crush that little 8-hour window.
Yeah.
They have to adjust some more, bro, because they still taking losses with all these big ass stores. Amazon is causing problems around the world, so they still got to adjust a little bit. But they damn sure start that 24-hour shit.
That was one place they was always gonna win though, because I was like, I literally thought last night after I get off work, swing by, grab some thumbtacks. Then when I was getting set up for the show, I was like, oh damn, I ain't got no thumbtacks, bro. So y'all missing out on the little window. We'll see, but everything cool otherwise, man. Just ready to pod a little bit.
Nah, it's crazy. You spoke on thumbtacks because I had damn kids had tore mine down playing in my happy space, right? You feel me? My area,
respect, man.
Our happy space,
right? Coming fuck up my domain. But nah, so long story short, they had tore it down. I was when they had to buy some new tacks in general. I need to get some because they had bought some posters from like a little book fair or whatever that they've been asking me to hang up. I just been too lazy to go grab some, so I just went to grab some all together. Knock out two birds with one stone.
That used to be the thing there, boy.
What?
I had stealth bombers, Blue Angels, and a bunch of cars. I tried to sneak a girl on there when I got a little older, but moms wasn't having it. I went to Spencer's, bro. Got one of them girls with the oiled up body
on the beach
t-shirt.
Yeah. Some random chick. Don't even know who she is.
Not this house.
I had to get a Source magazine and them type Jet magazine, put them type of joints up. But my mom's was the same. Man, you don't take this off my wall, boy. This is a saved household. You can be lusting in here like that, man. Take that down.
In my head, this is my wall.
Oh, I'm gonna lust. Ain't nothing you can do about that.
My mom working at the prison at that time, man. She came in there like, boy, this look like the inmates' wall. Take this off the wall.
So we on the same vibe. You're a little extra horny. I'm a little extra horny.
Same shenanigans going on in here, man.
We one the same.
That's crazy.
Hey, we got a good show. A lot of information unfolding. A lot of commits. A lot of portal movement. We got two special guests. One for sure. We got Ahmad in the waiting room right now. And I don't want to keep him waiting too long. I know he got a lot of things and things to get to, man. So let's get rolling. Before we bring him on, and we'll start and get into that part of the show. But one time for the great folks at TakeAVayCay.com. Be sure to visit TakeAVayCay.com. Use coupon code ROLLUP for 10% off all gummies, vapes, sleep gummies. You got a little bit of everything. If you're not into THC and you need something just maybe some sleep aid, hit them up for the Unwind Sleepy Gummy. Comes with some CBD, some ashwagandha, and a few other things, man. All natural vitamins in that. They also have the flavors of raspberry, kiwi, pomegranate. What else we have? Am I forgetting something?
The vapes.
I think that's
the vapes legit, man.
The
vapes hella legit, man. The straw nana is my joint. I love the flavor of the straw nana. They got all type of flavors to keep you on point, man. If you're not into the fruity flavors, they have some OG stuff as well. And I'm just big on the edibles in this aspect, right? Like if you're a wine drinker, order you some gummies and just replace that glass of wine with something a little healthier if you could pass drug tests and whatnot, because this is THC. Replace that glass of wine with a gummy. You're gonna feel better in the morning, no hangover, no calories, so you're gonna keep that stomach and everything on point. You feel me?
Real good sleep too.
Real good
Jeez.
sleep. Greatest sleep you're gonna get, man. Take a VayCay.com. Like I said, visit them folks. Everything is federally legal to your mailbox, man. Let's hang out with Ahmad a
So
little bit.
talk to Black.
Ahmad, what it do, my dude?
Yo, what's up with it? What's up with it?
Friend of the show, All-American, former Florida Gator. Used to be a co-host with me on Stadium Miguel. Now a Lakeland coach and a few other things. But what's up, Ahmad? What you got going on, my dude?
Man, just hanging out, man. Had a long season, man, and was able to win a state championship down here in Lakeland, coaching the safeties and the DBs. So I really enjoyed myself. It was another year of coaching for me, and we won a ship. So congratulations to all the people involved in Lakeland High School football and all the players who actually went out and won it, man. I got to had the opportunity to teach them, and they had the best seat in the house on Friday night. So I don't want none of the glory. I don't want none that come with it, man. I just wanted, my whole thing was to have those guys feel what I felt when I won it, right? So that was my main message.
Speaking of that, Black, how is it to win it as a player? We all know how great your Lakeland team was, one of the best teams in Florida football history. Then to come back to your alma mater and win it as a coach, man. Just how was it for you to have it on both sides of the both?
It was awesome, man. It was awesome. To think that I was able to go over there and do it, man, and 1 year there was phenomenal. Because partly because of the main man. I mean, we had a coach in there for 47 years as a head coach, 52 years as a coach, total. So when you got stability like that, I mean, it's no question of if your coach gonna be there or not, man. He's gonna be there, and he's been asking me to come back and coach now for some years, and my wife was just adamant that I go coach with him before he retired, and this year was the right timing. Everything timed up perfectly, and I was able to go out there and help those guys coach the guys up to a ship.
Well, we know y'all team win if you line it up, but what's the final score? If
our team play against this team,
yeah.
Oh man, nah, come on, bro.
I know you're gonna win it. That's what I'm saying. I know you're gonna win it. That's without question.
They it's so funny because we get out there. I'm a type of coach, man. I'm not into screaming and hollering and doing all that, man. I still can get my message across by talking to you normally. That's how players normally respond better. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in their shoes. I've been in there where I made a mistake, and the last thing I want is a coach, barreling down my throat, telling me what I should have did and whatnot. So I just try to bring, fire and be amped when I be out there and bring the juice, man. And I was not the youngest on the coaching staff. I might have been, but I brought the juice, and that's what part of my job description was to make sure everybody get this thing going. So I used to go out there talking mad cash to them and tell them I guarantee we beat that team by 21. There's no question about it.
Yeah, I like it.
Ain't no question about it.
I like it. The game unchanged.
Yeah,
ain't much finesse.
But I will say though, I think a couple people have asked Castle because our head coach won eight state championships, so he was 8-1 in the final. In the finals, we 5-1 against St. Thomas in the finals. For them cats we talking about their dynasty.
That's impressive.
Castle the GOAT, man.
Yeah, man. The only team we lost to, bro.
It's hard to argue against it.
The year Florida won, that St. Thomas team had like Bosa brothers, like Giovanni Bernard, James White. So of course, he's gonna lose to that team. But with the teams he had in the past, man, there've been some great guys, and I think a couple people, kind of pulled him to the side and asked him what was the best defense, and man, he said this year might have been his best defense because of what we were able to do, right? We were so versatile with everything. But my main thing to the D coordinator, shout out to Coach Boudini. One of my main things to him was, just don't get flustered. Stay calm, which he do. He did a phenomenal job, and I think they helped me kind of learn to stay calm with it as well. But I just would tell him, man, just do what we do well, and you know what I'm saying. Let's not run too much zone and all that because teams switch and let's do what we do well. Kids been playing basketball, pick up football since the beginning of time. You guard this dude. You guard this dude. Let's go play football.
Right.
So,
And Ahmad, how do you in 2022 with everything, social media, what recruiting is these days? How you guys keep? You guys had a team loaded with blue chippers and players that were being recruited. How you keep those guys focused to make that state championship run? How difficult was it?
Oh my God. Hey man. Sick, I think I called you a time or two, man, to tell you, what's going on. But man, that was the hard part, man. Not teaching them football because that's easy, because we know football and those guys know how to play it. All right. It was the mental part of it. It was the, just trying to keep guys focused and prepared every week, knowing that, hey, we are light years better than this team, but how are we gonna go out here and focus and win the game? And I mean, maybe Osceola, Venice was pretty decent, kind of matched up with us well, but I mean nobody else really matched up with us. We went out there and we just put it on everyone. And one thing about us, we were a second half team, especially on the defensive side. We gave up 0 points in the last 10 games in the second half. 0. So that takes a great deal of focus, in practice, in the game, to be able to adjust on the fly. It was a few games where we just switched the whole game plan at halftime to just say, hey, we just want to see what they're going to attack us with. We took their best shot, but now let's see what they're going to go with. And I think it was maybe three games where a team scored over 15, if that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we pretty much, 49-6, 41-6, you know what I'm saying, with those type of games. And I think Lakewood scored 20, but that was all first half. Osceola scored 22 on us. But that's about it, bro.
Yeah, I know that's got to be tough with the kids. Yeah. Once you start smelling yourself, man, it's hard to go out there and keep that focus.
And that was the hard part when they. I'm gonna tell you the hardest thing too, bro, is to, because at Lakeland we have film study and all that. When these dudes see the team, sometimes we playing for the first time. Like it's been games where we don't even want to show them the film, bro, because like as soon as you turn the film on. Man, y'all see number 32 right there? He's hard in the mud. It's like, damn, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, come on, bro.
You got to show a college film of somebody who run the same offense.
He's like, bro. And then you got dudes out there, man. Man, it was just, But the guys did it, man. I was most impressed, though. I was always saying probably around like maybe week 6 or 7. I'm like, bro, we win this championship. It's going to be crazy for the stuff we dealt with from June. Trying to just make sure everybody get there and on time, because you got to understand we had a lot of guys that came in that were starters at their school that may not got all that playing time, but luckily for us, we got a great group of guys, right, with great parents. So it wasn't no, hey, my son need to be playing. It's my son was at this school and he did all the work, and we brought him here so he wouldn't have to do all the work. And we just molded it together perfectly. I mean, I have, Kamani was my number one corner. We put him on anyone. But if Kamani for that game or whatever the circumstances didn't play, because it was 3 games that he missed, we were able to put our other corner, our opposite corner of Kamani, Shadarian Harrison, who signed to Pitt. He had like 6 picks and 3 touchdowns. Boy. That kid was nice. You see what I'm saying? So and then when we when we really need guys on the field, we go nickel. I mean, both of my corners are A1. They both 6'2.5" and run, sub 4.4, 4.5. You see what I'm saying? And lengthy and long, right? So you weren't really getting no passes off on them. But then my third corner, he just signed to Arkansas State. A really snappy guy who can really get in there and play some football. He had been playing safety for us, which down the stretch kind of helped us because this year was his first year being that corner. So when we needed him at safety towards those last 2 games of the year, he was able to come in with no drop off. My starting safety, he's going to East Carolina.
Shit.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? And then my other safety, he got like 7 or 8, 9 offers right now. He's trying to see where he's gonna go. So my starting 4 all going to school, and my 5th one going to school, and then I got a safety for next year that's coming back. That's one of the top players. So, you got guys who all played football on their teams that have to kind of put their pride to the side a little bit to all have the same common goal, and we were able to do that, man. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Hey man, speak on Bill Castle and his legacy in Lakeland, what he meant to Lakeland, the city, and the program, and also give us a Bill Castle story if you got any.
Oh man, Castle to the city of Lakeland, man, it's huge, and I don't think people understand what this guy actually means to the city. He's the most under the rock guy you'll ever want to meet. That you won't ever see him. Like you ain't. Let me just tell you, bro. You're not going to Publix and seeing Castle in the store. I don't think I ever seen this man out anywhere besides the
Uber
YMCA
grocery,
working out.
he just like
He ain't
It's
going
like,
out, bro. You ain't gonna see this man, bro. One thing about him, bro, is he's so into this football stuff, and he kind of awkward when he's outside of his element, right? When he outside of the football office, when he outside of his house, if he don't know you very well, like here comes to basketball games and stuff, you won't even know he there because he at the top and he's quiet. You don't even know he there. People probably didn't even know Bill Castle was up there. Like growing up, like all you heard was Bill Castle's name, Bill Castle's name. And then people around the city who aren't real Lakeland fans will get mad because people would want to flock and send their kids there. So then automatically coming from that is, oh, he recruiting. I can tell you right now, Bill Castle ain't recruiting nobody. Going and nobody saying, hey, come play football for me. I can just tell you that. I know that for a fact because that's not his personality. He's an awkward individual, right? But just the guys he was able to coach, the people who went to the high school, Lakeland High School, that he was able to touch throughout all these years, bro. 52 years. Imagine how many students he seen in 52 years, bro. It's an honor that I even got to be able to be on one of his teams and be able to coach next to him. Because a lot of people don't know this. I went undefeated. I still haven't lost a game at Lakeland. I was 30-0 as a player and 15-0 as a coach. I'm 45-0 there.
That's crazy.
I never been around obviously they lost since I've been there, but when me being a part of it, I never lost. So it's gonna be hard to pick up kind of those pieces. But I think we could do a good job of getting the right people in the right spots.
We got a quick super chat from my man Unique 863. Says Ahmad, we got to keep. He says Unique, we need to keep Lloyd Knight out of Mulberry.
Who said we need to get Lloyd Knight out of more?
Get
him.
Oh, I thought it said keep too.
Hey, sure.
Need to get. What's up?
There's no Lloyd Knight, my little cousin. We're gonna leave it right there.
Okay. Don't snitch on yourself, man.
Yeah, that's my little cousin, man. You know what I mean?
What's up? So y'all expect to load back up and make another run, man. That should be exciting. But Bill Castle did retire, so what's the plan there? What's the move? Everybody kind of sitting on their hands a little bit,
bro.
trying to see if Ahmad's gonna get the keys.
It's been a whirlwind of emotions as far as ups and downs and whatnot. From my wife even kind of looked at me the day after he retired and she was looking on Facebook and was mad at me because she thought I had went behind her back and try to be the coach and enter my name because everyone was like, hey man, the next coach, next head coach, and before I even put thought into it, I was still trying to figure out what the hell we was gonna do with Castle gone. You know what I'm saying? Let alone I'm gonna be the next head coach. A lot of people, they're gonna be upset when they find out how this thing really went and how they went about this coaching hire, man, and and how they even went about me. See, me personally, Silk, I just want to kind of, like I said, get the experience in the interview, kind of know what they expect if I want another job in the future, or if I want to really take this head coaching job. But they didn't even interview me, and I spoke to the principal, and he told me a bunch of shenanigans on the phone. He told me a bunch of shenanigans. So when people find out these shenanigans this man told me on his phone, bro, he was just pulling stuff out his butt left and right. And now here's the thing, though. If you had a predetermined coach already, that's what you got to say, bro.
Don't beat around the bush and play games with him.
That's what did they hold a round of interviews and just exclude you, or what was the vibes?
So apparently he asked all the coaches if they wanted to interview, and when he asked them did they all, I'm sorry, he asked them did they want to apply for the head coaching job. I had to read that through the newspaper. So now I read that through the newspaper. I hit the principal up. I'm like, hey, Mr. Martinez, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? I want to put my name in. Not saying I'm gonna get it or not, but I just kind of want to, you know what I'm saying? This was last week. He was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll get with you next week. Boom. He called me this week and said that I can't be a teacher because I don't work on campus. Now, mind you, I got a whole college degree. Everyone needs teachers. You trying to tell me there's no job open at Lakeland High School? But that's something you talk about in the interview process. You give me the interview, you say, hey, man, one of the deciding factors was you're not on campus. How could you go about that? Or how, that
can we do to fix that?
Yeah, how we navigate it, right.
So then it went from that to I don't have my teacher certification. Well, that's stupid because I can get it. You got 3 years to even get it. You see what I'm saying? It's not hard, bro. I know plenty of teachers on staff right now that don't have their teacher certification at Lakeland High School, but just whatever, I can't make you, but what I can do is not be able to look at you the same, bro, because you just sat on my phone and played in my face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, keep it straight with me, shoot me straight now.
Right.
And you sat on the phone. I said, there's nobody on the staff that played or coached in college. I was on McElwain, kind of helping McElwain staff in 17. You know what I'm saying? So I done seen the college coaching at that level, done played at that level, played in the higher level, and he agreed with me on that phone. And that's all I really wanted him to do was to agree with me. Because now you basically telling me the dude that you're going to hire is less qualified for the job than I am. But that's why I say if it's predetermined, I would much rather you say that than to just feed me foolishness. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why I went left with it, and then, so.
Ain't nothing like you telling me why I don't qualify while you already got somebody hired, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like you can't say I'm way more qualified than someone, and then you like you're right. I told him, I said everybody in the city is gonna be upset. I'm not gonna just shoot them straight and just go around telling everybody these people But the people I have talked to, I mean it's people that's like, hey man, what we need to do, you know what I'm saying? We need to go out whole sign. It ain't even that deep, bro. Because
But you should have. They're going to be upset. Period. Like I said, because you should have been at least offered the opportunity for an interview. And,
exactly. And that's what I really wanted, bro. Was an interview. You know what I'm saying? Just to see how the process go, and if I got that opportunity again, I could really be right. Because I was ready now. Nah, it wasn't just no interview where I was just gonna go in there and just see what was going on. I was gonna put my foot down. We was gonna do it. And it was gonna look crazy for whoever he gave the job to, because I know they weren't gonna go in there and kill it like me. But I look at it as maybe this isn't a good opportunity for me. Maybe there's a better opportunity coming for me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really look at it and be upset about it. I just hope the best.
That's what I was gonna ask you, man. What's your move, man? I know you're freshly into this coaching. I've been telling you since we've been kicking it, bro. That's your bag, bro. You know the game too well. You speak motivationally and inspiring and passionate about football and all that, bro. I know passion just leads to a lot of greatness. And you gonna try to make a move to college? You gonna stay around Lakeland? Like how you looking at everything?
Hey man, I'm really trying to holler at Billy Napier, man. I've been hollering at him a little bit.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know. I've been trying to take little side shots at him and whatnot, and I got some people working for me, trying to slip something in his pocket.
He got 200 staffers. He got like 500 staffers, bro. He can squeeze you in there somewhere.
No, I just want to quality control or something, man. It's, because I'm telling you, man, I think a lot of people. I've been trying to clean up like on Twitter and stuff too, man. Just like, I like to talk football and stuff, and people get that misconstrued up. I'm arguing with people and stuff. Like, I ain't trying to argue with nobody, bro. I just like to talk sports. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I live for this at one point, just for sports, bro. I love sports talk, but I just kind of trying to chill a little bit, because I think people be taking it as me being funny and stuff too. So I don't really try to, I ain't kicking, with too many people, because, man, I'm serious about this. I really know this stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I really know this.
So, it's that's the one thing I can't in this new culture that's so frustrating is like how heavily they will take social media stuff, and it's like that guy's just having a little fun too. You know what I mean? Yeah. These people are humans as well, but unfortunately, so much of society tries to be so. Straight up and down, like 6 o'clock, and so politically correct.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I even got
just having a little fun.
Some of my friends will be like, "Man, you don't see da 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 da." I'm like, I'm not them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Right.
I ain't gotta be Drew Brees, who never Peyton Manning. I ain't them. Shit, I'm me. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I like to have fun. I can't tell you what they like to do. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you engage on these apps however you see fit, bro. I mean, people be trying to like psychoanalyze like how people use apps and whatnot, bro. Like it's just for fun. It's how people engage with whatever you doing in your on your personal timeline. What shit goes sideways. Normally, we're getting off our opinions, minding our business, and then you know you get somebody that's from a rival fan or something like that that's being disrespectful, and you get out of your element sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, bro, it's an app. It's there for socializing. When people socialize on a social media app, ain't nothing weird about it. Y'all weird for being there just watching.
Yeah, bro. Sometimes, dude, it do be some weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so
not sometimes, a lot of times.
yeah, bro, it just be weird, bro. Like, bro, the whole, you know, the recruiting thing, man. These dudes be getting so weird on there, bro. Just about kids that, like, bro, don't even listen, bro. I'm just gonna tell you this straight up front, and I know y'all like this too about y'all team. I don't care who the Gators put on that field first game of the season against Utah, bro. Guess what I'm gonna be doing? Watching it, bro. So it don't matter, bro. It don't, to me, it don't matter. And a lot of these people are gonna be doing the same thing. So why are you wasting your breath talking about what the kids gonna do with their future, bro? It don't matter. Just who cares? Because I promise you, what if that kid decides to go to a Utah or something, and, over a Florida or Florida State or Miami or something like that out of Florida? That's fine, bro. Because maybe he ain't gonna like it and want to come back.
Right.
But he gonna remember all these dumb, stupid ass fans on here talking crazy, bro. And it's gonna be like it's gonna be sour to him, bro. He ain't gonna want to be around that, bro. So what you're doing is basically ruining the future if you had any of landing this player, bro.
Yeah, weirdos, man.
They weird, bro.
I quit the Canes every year. And I'll be every year I'll be right back lined up. Like, all right, this shit gonna be the year, damn it.
Hey, that's how I go. If you don't say your team gonna win the championship this year, every year, bro, you're not a sports fan, bro. There's no way you can be a sports fan, dog. I get so many lies in my drafts every year, boy. Hey, listen, if y'all see my drafts, boy, y'all laugh so hard, bro. Cause listen,
we call
bro.
each other too. We call each other before every season. Started lying to each other, like, bro.
Man, listen, bro. Listen, I can't, bro. I got so many lies ready for Silk, boy. How we finna goddamn. We gonna be the Final Four, all that shit. I got the scenarios and all that. If such and such do this, we gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. If you don't lie and say your team gonna win it all, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Yeah, this ain't the platform or the demographic for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I can't, man. Now, before you get out of here, bro, you ain't give us a Castle story though, man. You got to give us the actual story,
man. Dog, let me tell you how different the man done changed, bro. So I met Castle. So his son went to middle school, and his son my year. He was our quarterback our senior year, and I know Castle had some pop for a long time, man. He get up, and I mean, this man, he lift his weights and all that, you know. And he may not have a lot on there. He might have a whole bunch of 10s and 5s on that thing, but he gonna make something shake. Well, that was back in 04, 05, and you know, that was years ago, 15, 16, 17 years ago. So he still got that pop, but you know, I can tell in his 70s, bro, man, ain't even gonna be lifting no weight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And man, I remember one time, so at Lakeland, back when I was in school, you had 4 periods, right? And you go to the same 4 periods. Now you be in class for like an hour or something. But
block schedule an hour and a half,
yeah. So but you keep them same, but you keep them for
ADHD crazy, bro.
Look, you keep them. You know, we leave a class, man. My mom still to this day mess with me about how they used to call and tell them, you know, they were like, your son or daughter of mine. Yeah, bro. I was already ready for school, so my dad ain't really kept nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? I had already took my test scores and everything my sophomore year. So at Lakeland, they would do like offense first period in Castle class, defense second period in Castle class, and then third period was seniors, and then fourth period it'd be like managers or something. And after we had won the second state championship in 05, which was my junior year, I had to come back for my senior year, and so something happened in the schedule to where I had to have Castle first period and not second period with the defense, so I had to have it with the offense. So bro. We just won the championship anyway, and I play basketball now, so I'm really ain't even trying to rush to go to college class anyway. What I need to lift weights for? We just won the ship. You know what I'm saying? So I had my own line from my parents since I was younger, man, because I used to always be on the phone and stuff. So One day I had skipped class, and I'm in the room, and nobody had my room number except like my friends and stuff. Like, let's be clear about that. Like, only people that had that number was people that I gave it to. Like, if I go to school or something and they ask for your phone number, I'll put my mom's number on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything important would get my mom's number. Anything less important, my friends would get my number. So I'm sitting in there one day, man, I'm asleep. Because I usually wake up and just go straight to second period. I bumped Castle. So I guess he got tired of me doing it. So I'm
you saw his butt the football class.
And then look, and let me tell you how crazy it is. Now I go to practice every day with these kids and tell them not to buck Castle class because that's what they want to do. They want to buck Castle class and go get something to eat, bro. So I'm asleep, right? And my phone rang. And I'm like, mind you, school days. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, who the hell is this calling me? Probably about 8. I'm like, who the hell is this calling me? So I answer the phone. I'm like, hello? Sleepy as hell. I'm like, hello? I hear a voice talking about, hey, is this Bruce? That's my dad name. I'm like, hello? I said, who is this? That man say, Ahmad, this is Coach Castle. Where the hell were you at? Man, dog, listen, by the time, bro, listen. That man couldn't even hang up the phone, bro. I was already at school, bro. Bro, listen, bro. I had now hopped up and threw my stuff on real quick. I don't even know if I brushed my teeth that morning. I had to get there because the old Castle, man, shit, you put in that tire, bro. Man, I seen this man one time, bro. We were seniors, right? So this dude, we went to school with. His name was
that's crazy.
Dude's name was Boomer Walker, bro. This is the funniest shit ever, bro. The dude's name was Boomer Walker, bro. Shout out to Boomer, man. And so like Castle just was doing a roll, and then that day, I think we had a game that week or something. We was just chilling. We were going there because we got a real like film room type deal. So dudes will bring like blankets and stuff, you know what I'm saying, keep underneath their locker. So on them type of days, we could just all have pillows and we just be laying around watching old Lakeland games and whatnot.
Slumber party.
So he was calling a roll, and out of nowhere, somebody just farted. White boy farted. I'm talking about loud, bro. So Castle in the middle of the names, right? So I'm just gonna say some name. He was like James Wilson. He was like, was that you, Boomer? Boomer started laughing. Boomer talking about, yeah, coach, that was me. And Castle just ain't said nothing. That bitch just started calling the rest of the names, right? So he got done. He was like, all right, now, you guys can watch whatever you want to watch. So he walking out. He said, hey, Boomer, hey, come here real quick. Man, dog, we had forgot about Boomer. Boomer came back in that bitch, bro. He was sweating like a slave, bro. We like, what happened? He like, man, Castle made me pull the tire around the track. Man, we were like, no, for farting, bro. Man, can't he fart in the man attendance? Like, bro, that's what he was on back. He ain't nothing like that no more, bro. He way mellowed out now, bro.
He said back then, age, bro.
That man told Randy one time he gonna F up a soup sandwich. A soup sandwich, bro. Think about that, bro. He told Rainey, man, come on, Rainey, you're gonna F up a soup sandwich. And I'm thinking about it, like, damn, a soup sandwich? How the fuck how you mess that up?
That'd be one of them sayings you had to think about for a second.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. Yeah. I think one time he told us, I think he said something about somebody said if. And he was like, yeah, if I had a square ass, I'll shit square cubes or some shit like that. And I'm like, wait, what? Man, you tripping like a bitch, dog. You wildin', bro.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. That was dope, though.
That's what's up, man. Hey, Ma, appreciate you for hanging out with us, man, checking in with us.
Absolutely.
Again, congratulations, my boy.
I appreciate it. That's ring number 7. You can call me Robert Horry. All right, fam.
All right. Big shot. Big shot mod. That's what it do.
Hey, I can shoot that 3 now.
Big shot black. You either one. Big shot mod or big shot black, bro.
You know what I mean? All right, man. I appreciate y'all boys for having me.
All right,
later down, bro.
Cool.
And it's cool because I gave him the spin on the nickname. You know, it's kind of tough to give yourself a nickname.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you gotta let them know they gotta respect you in a way they didn't know they was gonna have to. Oh man,
my boy KP with the super chat. Shouts to donation.
And the
little hat K Pizzle. What's up, bro?
Yes, sir.
Oh, we here. Noah's got some talking to do today. Yes, sir. We up.
I got some big lies on deck.
What? I seen somebody had them boys in the top 5 next year. I said, yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people saying.
Yeah, I like it.
That preseason shit really mean that though, bro.
Look at my dog learned something from Larry on last year. You brought it back down, man.
Yeah, the preseason don't mean that, man. Shout out to you. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Oh, okay, real quick. Yeah, we got another one from Unique. So wait till Dreadnoughts catch that first L. That unqualified coach going to have his hands full.
Listen here, bro. Listen here. Those towns like that, bro. I'm from Belgrade, so I already know the vibe. And they'll recycle a coach quick, get your ass up out of there. But what keeps programs like Lakeland afloat and doing legendary things like they've been doing is keeping that continuity like they had all these years. Blade Central went from a powerhouse to barely talked about because of the a lot of community resources, but most importantly, no continuity at the head coach position. One time for the great folks at Alan Horne Insurance, also State Farm. Give them a call at 706-692-2888 for a free quote on home insurance, auto insurance. If you got a motorcycle trailer, you want to insure your life, anything you may need insured in the states of Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, or Alabama. Again, the number is 706-692-2888. Alan Horne State Farm Insurance, man. Former Gator pitcher, Yankee pitcher, and also a supporter of the Roll Up Network.
Yeah, man. Buy life insurance, man. Your life insurance on Nana. You know what I'm saying? She not gonna be around forever, brother. That could be one of her last gifts to the family, man.
It's a lot of generational wealth attained through life insurance, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking real talk. She's not gonna be here forever. That could be a final gift.
And it's not that
your cousins
expensive,
put together for pay for the policy, man. And it could be an opportunity to uplift the family a little bit in real life. That's just what it is. So holla at Alan, man. And if you need that tricycle insured too, all the above. Everything, all the above, man. One-stop shop, baby.
Work it out. Make it happen for you. Who want to kick it off? Where we at with it?
I'll wait some because I want to see if we might be able to still get Malik on. I did hit him up in the DM, see if he might slide. So I'll go last today.
I go ahead and get my information. I think I got yeah. Okay, shout out to we got a couple commitments. I'm gonna start off with that, and then we'll get into the dramatics of everything else that's going on. But we received 2 commitments in the portal over the last week since last show. Deuce Spurlock, Michigan guy, originally from Alabama. He has 4 years to play. Played in 2 games this year as a true freshman, red-shirted. So he has 4 years to play, coming over as a red-shirt freshman. 6'1", 31-pound guy. Side linebacker, played some safety as well in high school. A guy that Billy recruited in high school to come to Louisiana, so he had a prior relationship with him. And it seemed like it was some tampering going on where it kind of went down, but that's the law of the land right now, man. But with him, there's 2 linebackers we got in the portal between at middle linebacker, Taraji Mitchell and now Deuce Spurlock. Wouldn't mind getting one more guy to go alongside Shamar James, Scooby Williams, and also Derek Wingo. Room looks a lot better. Still want one more bona fide guy. We got one guy with a year to play and another guy with 4 to play. So I like the gap in the guys in the portal that we got right there. Pause. Woo. We also landed Micah.
Guys in the gap.
Micah Miskua. I think I'm pronouncing this right. Micah Maskua from Baylor, offensive guard, a mauler. He was ranked number 2 overall in PFF as offensive guard in the country. Number 1 was Osiris Torrance, who just went to the NFL from the University of Florida, of course. So it was a good get. A guy that I thought was going to most likely head to Nebraska. He visited Nebraska. We got the last visit, but his brother committed and signed to Nebraska to Matt Rule. He was also recruited by Matt Rule while at Baylor, so it was a prior relationship there. And from my understanding, things I know, Nebraska definitely had more bread than us on the table right now when it pertains to NIL. But Osiris Torrance' success in first round and all of that, it was a little happy median, and we was able to land him, man. I think it's the biggest get of the offseason, including high school. Just a big need. We had a couple guys hit the portal. We upgraded that guard as well. Ethan White was the guard that hit the portal, who still hasn't taken any visits. Decided to go anywhere as of now. Right now on paper, this is definitely an upgrade. I want it's a tackle position because we still got to replace that spot as well. But right now, I'm not mad at the offensive line. Rob Sells doing a good job We got some older guys that coming in. Also, like these guys, right now we have 4 to 5 spots. We brought 6 guys in on the portal. We have about 4 or 5 spots left in the portal. So we got to be very strategic who we bring in because all these guys got to be contributors and starters in my mind going forward. We have depth at offensive line, but we need another bona fide starter that could come in and go on the opposite tackle of Austin Ball. But right now we have 4 or 5 spots left. We'll see how it all plays out in the transfer portal. Definitely need some wide receivers. I do like Gary Bryant, wide receiver at USC. That wide receiver room out there is absolutely loaded and stupid. He jumps in the portal. A guy that Kerry Colbert, our wide receiver coach out there at USC. So there's a prior relationship there. We'll see if we can make something happen there. Receiver also like Ryan O'Keefe. He tore us a new one when UCF beat us in the bowl game. Probably the fastest wide receiver in college football right now. Wouldn't mind getting him on campus as well. Had a very good productive season this last year. I think he had 773 receptions, 723 receiving yards. Very productive, very fast guy. Wouldn't mind getting him on campus. And we'll see how it goes. We have 2 windows to get these 4 or 5 spots. But not a bad start. I know people want a lot more activity. Transfer portal don't work like if you lose 25 guys, you bring 25 in. That's just not how any of this work. So I was expecting around like 15 guys, but it looks like we're going to get around 10 to 12 before next fall.
And then you may have some more departures too after spring.
Another guy, offensive tackle, Damian George is the guy that's been out there for a little bit. I know he's taking some visits and doing his thing. I know portal NIL is a big play in his recruiting, but he's an offensive tackle from Bama that's been in the portal for a good little minute now. Wouldn't mind seeing if we could get, I know there's some contact between us and him. Pause. I wouldn't mind getting him on campus, and that'll solidify the offensive tackle spot for sure, bro. But there's some options out there. We'll see how it all play out. Early entries, everybody's made it to campus outside of Will Norman, and we expect him to make it on campus. And Jaden Rashada, from my understanding, of course, message board has been absolutely insane since it's been reported that he hasn't made it to campus and that there may be some hang up with NIL. There's contract stuff involved. I don't want to get into like stuff behind the scenes that I couldn't like, I don't want to just put rumors out there, you know what I'm saying, and then just be halfway speculative about what I'm hearing and what may be the case. But right now, there's some hang up with NIL. From what I was told over the last 24 hours, it looks positive, like they're going to figure this thing out. The University of Florida wants to know and have it all solidified by today is what I was told. But it's looking positive, like they're going to figure it out. But all this stuff is contracts, bro. And then terms of contracts on both sides. So do I think Jaden Rashada want to be at the University of Florida? Absolutely, yeah. But business is business. And I think both sides, if there's some terms in the contract that you want to clear up or clarify or make sure it happened, then by all means, do what you got to do. Business is business, man. And that's just what it is.
It's kind of, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Are you good?
I think it's a new, as we enter this NIL era, there's going to be another factor to be involved. Just like you said, I think Jaden Rashada wants to play at UF. I read about his departure from Miami. He spoke glowingly of Cristobal. He really just wanted to play SEC football, kind of is what it boiled down to, is what it sounded like. But then I wonder, I say that to kind of say, this is what we'll get back into something you used to see. And I think it's been there, but you may see it a little bit more in the forefront, is where you may have a lot of these momagers and dadagers stepping in. And sometimes it's like, I'll get a little concerned about the kid just being able to fulfill what they want to do. But I understand the parent side of, let's make sure we handle all the appropriate business as well, because you don't want your child to be taken advantage of either. To be honest with you, I've seen all this stuff. I mean, for the troll's sake, yeah, it'd be fun if he didn't. But be honest with you personally, I'd like to see him end up there because I think it's just where he wants to be. Because I saw he put on his IG story something like, "Lord, I just leave it in your hands." And people make a lot of that. And I was like, it's probably just like, man, I don't even care about all this stuff. I just want to be gay. I want to go play football.
people just be weird and they peep in on the kid IG story that they never follow, right? And they think, what if that kid posts stuff like that every day?
Every day.
Every single day, this kid posts stuff like that on the IG story, but the average weirdo,
They start looking to so much bullshit.
Yeah, it's a sign. No, it's a sign that you weird, motherfucker. That's not a sign.
Yeah, so it's the development. I think you'll see, because that was something we all knew about his recruitment from the get-go. His father was very involved and had a lot to do with, take care of NIL opportunities. I can't knock it. Can't knock it. Like I say though, you say today though, as you speak today, you mean in Wednesday the 11th, or by the time these people hear it on the 12th? So okay,
Wednesday today. Today's
so by the time people hear it,
it's what you is want to have it all ironed out by today. That's what I'm hearing. That they want. I mean, ad drop. I think they have in Friday. As for enrolling in class and all of that, he's enrolled. Like if you look in the directory, he's there, but he's not there. So. Yeah, from what I'm told, it's looking positive, and it's just contractual stuff in the contract that they got to, iron out and figure out. But all of this is NIL business. I spoke about this a little bit on the last No Cap when we was just shooting the shit when the fans came on and we was talking back and forth about just this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like Billy did his job already, right? And the kid's still dealing with business and stuff. Billy has no control over any business in NIL. They can't even talk to these kids about business in NIL. All you can talk to this kid about is recruiting, depth chart, getting them on campus, and your offense and all of that. You do your job, you get them signed. The guys on NIL seemingly do they on the NIL. I'm sorry, guys on the NIL side seemingly do their job, right? And they do, and you guys get this commitment. You get them on campus, everything's signed. You do your national signing day speech, and then here we go. It's some contractual stuff that a coach has no control over. As far as blunders, because I know a lot of people like to just, it's trolling and it's fun, but I haven't seen no off the field, no program, no administrative, any blunders like that from Billy as far as the staff side. I haven't seen any blunders or any goofiness. I think they moved like absolute professionals. I think they've held their own on the recruiting trail. They finished top 10 in the recruiting class. These guys can get after it. Only hiccups we've had has been NIL and all of the shenanigans around NIL and recruiting. Nothing from a staff wise. So these guys are doing what they got to do. I expect Billy and them to keep doing their job. But here's my take: if they don't get Jay, I expect Jaden Rashada to sign. I think he wants to be here. And I think University of Florida, he messed up on their side. Like hypothetically, they're gonna correct that because he's just not a good look. But it was not to make it. I think this was just ruin Billy's whole tenure, just to keep it a bean. That's why I think it happens. Because if you don't get this kid in, you look like you got Max Brown last year, and then right now, I mean, you can always get in the portal and go get somebody, but like it just don't work like that. If you get in two portal quarterback and a guy that's a project, it's not gonna work out, bro. That's not how college football work. It'll be a big wrench into his whole tenure and start to his regime at University of Florida. So I expect Rashada to be in the fold.
What you do?
Oh, another guy we missed out. Never made it to the visit with Micah, the safety, Al Walcott. He ended up committing to Nebraska and Matt Rule out there. Like I said, it was a prior relationship. So, and we do need a safety. I wouldn't mind having that safety too, like right now before spring practice. So we'll see if we can find a safety somewhere in the portal. Kentucky has a freshman that's getting some good offers that I've been just paying attention to. His name's Kobe Albert, true freshman. Got a few snaps out there, but didn't play a lot. Arkansas, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and Auburn are some schools that are after him right now. So I know there's some contact between us and him. So we'll see what's up. That's what I got right now. Portal-wise, am I missing something? I think I got it all.
Wowski. Anything else going on around Old Gainesville?
No.
About that time of year.
No coaching moves. When of mine, I just don't think Billy's gonna fire anybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially like after year one. I think he wants to keep some continuity going into year two. But I don't see anybody, any staff moves. Bates was quiet at one point, but now I see him on the trail, especially in the portal, and seeing his name pop up and on these portal guys. So I don't expect him to get moved. So that's where we at with it right now. Staff moves. NIL is shenanigans. That's just me beating a dead horse. I've been saying that for a little minute now. But NIL, they got to get it organized and figured out. And just like I said, like Miami doesn't have one NIL guy. None of these programs have one NIL guy. So it's easy to just point your finger at one guy and say, oh, he's why we don't get recruits. Nah, bro, like pay attention at the landscape of what NIL is. The boosters got to get involved, and they got to get it organized and get the bread in order, because University of Florida got money, but it just don't seem like they want to spend it on football right now as far as boosters, not the school, but the actual boosters. And this is the thing, too. And I know these schools are like are nervous about this, right? Because all of these boosters contribute to schools, the actual schools and programs. They're concerned about losing that bread to NIL, that bread going to the players' hand. Like, some of these boosters already give to the actual school. That don't go to no NIL. Like, the school can't pay the kids. So I know the school is concerned about giving their booster list away and then whatever, and sharing that with football coaches from a standpoint of these guys may stop giving funds to the actual school and going to the players if they love football that much. But I know that's a legit concern from administrators and football staffs across the country.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I know FSU. I do want to give FSU a round of applause. They pretty much got that. I guess hemmed up. So I had a conversation with the on the FSU Live like a month ago with Seminole. I did have them on that live. The Seminoles president and booster CEO. They pretty much have like different areas to where you can navigate and specifically say we want your money at. Okay, I wanted to go to facilities, or I wanted to go to locker rooms, or I wanted to go strictly to NIL. Like it's like tiers level to where they're kind of trying to navigate and say, okay, you know exactly where your money is going and where you want to put it at. We don't care. No, just let us know. We'll point you in the right direction and getting to the right people and getting that money out. So that's probably something that colleges within the next year or so, it'll evolve, and it'll be a situation like, okay, you're a booster. You know, we have this level, that level, the money's going here, there, due to so many factors that go into, money nowadays. It's not just cut and dry. Hey, send your money here.
There's a cut. Their concern is it is a cut, though. Like, there was one point where, like, the school was just getting all this bread. Now their concern is, like, most of the money is going to start to trend. They see what the world is. Like, people.
No, that's what I'm saying. Certain schools maybe having an issue. I know FSU, they got it to where, like, wherever you want your money to go, it's going to go there directly.
Yeah. But I get the admin side of it. Like, the regular people that deal with these boosters and collect these funds, they're going to see a hit. You know what I'm saying? As far as like allocated funds, what they were receiving, because some of that is now going towards athletics when it wasn't before. So I know that's some political moves and hiccups.
They'll have to see, like where the reallocation of funds. And if I'm them, I would be nervous as an administrator. But the reallocation of funds could generate you more net revenue on the other side through NIL. But I get where they will be coming from, because like, if I had a booster that was good for, $20,000 a year, whatever they gave, and now they're going to take it and split it, maybe 10 and 10 to,
like 10 going to a player.
Right, versus right.
So
it takes a little, it kind of needed that dub.
Right. I like the way that CJ laid that out, though, and I think like taxes should be that way. Send me a pamphlet of where I want my taxes to go directly.
Too much to defense. Ain't nobody messing with us, bro. No more defense.
No more space funds. I don't need that shit.
Right? You got Bezos and Elon in the space, bro. Too much money over there, bro.
Yeah, but that road I take every day to work.
Yeah, man. What about these schools?
Yeah, the potholes ain't being fixed a little bit.
These kids should all have their own laptop. Why I got to buy one?
Right.
I'm with you there. Right. You ought to be able to check these boxes, baby. All right,
man. It's on me?
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Oh, okay. All right, man. The champs are here. The champs are here.
How y'all gonna take our title? It's Offseason, baby.
We taking y'all title for this year, baby.
They feeling a little Miami-ish. It's a Miami vibe.
We feeling Miami-ish, baby. We drinking the Kool-Aid a little bit.
Go ahead, man. Tastes good, don't it?
Tastes good, man. They put a lot of sugar in this motherfucker, man. A lot of sugar.
Foot off at the end of it.
You're right. Big mama, you're on.
Got the sugars.
Big mama punch.
Yeah, we got that big mama punch right now.
Go ahead, man.
Now we kick it off. It's been a crazy week. Let's talk about Daryl Jackson first.
Oh man,
I kind of forgot about that until
me too.
until someone mentioned it. It was
Big Three
crazy.
is the greatest demographic of all time, bro. I promise you, there's no college football demographic that gets these type of shenanigans, bro.
Nah.
I ain't know what Jit was at on 95. I said, what the hell he at? Is he going north, south? The shit would change. Gabby dropped something, Sonone dropped something. They were going back and forth like it was mixtapes, bro. That shit was like Tupac Biggie mixtape beefs and shit, bro.
Pulled up in Dibby mentions. Boy, you don't know me.
Yeah. Hey, listen, bro, you don't know about my situation. This shit was the epic bitch.
He pressed Dibby online. Dibby deleted that tweet.
Nah, Dibby left that shit up.
I thought he deleted it. I thought he deleted that.
Dibby stood on business, man.
Hey, man. Real quick shout out to KP again. Say big boy talk time. You right, KP. But no, that was a perfect damn example of the entire fucking Big Three lined up in one damn 3 to 4 weekend window. It was crazy. On all aspects.
Hey, man,
like Gabby taking IG pics, zooming in on Stones and shit, saying, I know that fucking Stone. That's Miami.
That's insane. Hey man, whoever put me as Tory Lane's daddy. Hey Sam, fuck you and your whole regular staff and crew, bro.
It's not over yet.
Oh, that's crazy.
I said, you gonna blame Rock Nation.
You'll blame Rock Nation.
Rock Nation, you're not gonna get away with this.
But yeah, it was some speculation with Daryl Jackson. I knew one of the main key factors was just speculation of possibly not giving getting a waiver and sitting out this year for FSU aspect, and then Mario kind of jumped in and started talking what he do, doing what he do. They did offer a pretty big NIL bag in regards to him, like a substantial bag to say the least. And also, it just wasn't Daryl Jackson. So I know 247 reported that they was talking to Patrick Pate, or reaching out to Patrick Payton and another one of our defensive tackles, the freshman. My apologies.
They trying to take all y'all shit, boy.
Yeah, but I do know for a fact, I can't speak on those other two, but I do know for a fact that they were reaching out to other players, like Joshua Farmer specifically. You guys know that's pretty much Daryl Jackson's best friend, high school teammate. It was some conversations in regards to possibly going. Oh, it was already out there. Yeah, I'm just following up on the reports that's been reported.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know they had to report it.
Oh, yeah, 247 put it out there about the possible situations happening. But yeah, it was a conversation. Big tampering. You know how I go, man. It was some conversations, and that could have been. And like I said last week, a lot of that shit be like, "Hey, coach, my boy, the safety over at Kentucky, man. He looking around a little bit," and that could have been a conversation between Daryl and Joshua. I don't know the specifics of that, but I do know that it was a thought in regards to Miami. I know Miami wasn't the only team that reached out as well. There was some other schools, some other ACC schools that reached out to Joshua specifically. Like I said, I can't really speak on Patrick Payton or anybody else, but there was some ACC schools, another ACC school, a rival at that, and Clemson. Clemson reached out to Joshua Farmer as well.
Oh, you talking about Farmer? Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, Farmer. With Jackson, I'm thinking it was just FSU Miami the whole way. Hart wanted to be home. Like I said, mom has a medical situation that's going on, so he wanted to be home for that. But that was just a crazy recruitment. I do like getting Daryl Jackson in because it just kind of shores up the defensive line in regards to my concerns. Because looking at the Oklahoma game, my D tackle depth was bad. It just wasn't good at all. I think it'd be a complete 180 moving into the 2023 season. With get Fisk from Western Michigan, get Levitt back, and then have some beef up behind him. I think Daryl Jackson is going to be a good one. Joshua Farmer is going to continue to develop. So I think the trenches should be pretty good going forward for that. And speaking of trenches, Jared Verse, he announced he's going to return to FSU for his second year. Had a first or second round grade, depending on who you hear. The consensus I was getting, it was more so second round. And that's what opened the window for FSU to come in and shore up,
better than me. I still would have been going on y'all ass.
Yeah, I think I'd probably been going for second round myself.
I'm out, bro, man. Y'all boys have fun with all this NIL stuff y'all got going.
Yeah, they put up a real decent NIL offer for him. So I know Verse got broke off pretty decent. Shout out to KP. He said they was calling him Sustainable Silk on the timeline too. Whole weekend was full of jokes. Love the Big Three talk.
Y'all boys struggle with sustainable, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to tweet that word every
KP, it's been the crazy whirlwind the big three, man. You gotta love it. No, like Sue said, no other demographic get down like this on just we want some off-season shit. You feel me? Like it's
the soft people that can't weather a storm is the ones that get on my nerves. I don't mind like the troll. I like the trolls, bro. Like it's trolling. All this shit we doing the big three is like damn like competitive sport, bro. Like it's fun.
It really
you know
is.
Yeah. It's fun shit, bro. So I enjoy the trolls, man. I'm not gonna react to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay quiet and weather the storm out. These people that lose their mind, write the decommit tweets and all that weird shit.
Oh, they be
like,
hurt.
bro, relax. Like, think about it in the morning, right? Like the Rashada news drop, right? Not news, it's just, you know, like rumors and speculation, all the stuff about Rashada, the reports start coming out. Everybody lose their mind. Today he may very well sign, but by the end of the day, we get Micah Muskua from Baylor, and everybody just forgets about it and they start cheering. I'm like, yo, these people are mentally unstable. They go from the roller coaster ride. You can find a happy median and just vibe, dog. Like, don't get too high, don't never get too low. It's not as bad as it seems, and it's never as good as it seems. That's just how it works around here in college football. Unless you Bama or Georgia.
Yeah, it's always pretty good.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Dr. Berry.
Everybody got money now. All the Florida State people got bread now.
Give it to that NIL.
We're giving, baby. We got plenty of, baby. Plenty of NIL shit going on. Let's talk about the big dogs at state, CJ. Go Knowles. Big dogs, baby.
Y'all like French bulldogs.
Man, boy,
y'all the popular dog.
German shepherds, baby.
Hey, I
bunch of German shepherds running around this motherfucker.
But you like a Frenchie.
German shepherds, baby. The canine German shepherds.
None of us so particular.
We got a boot camp too. We the German shepherds that just got a boot camp ready to bite some shit.
Nah, son. Boys, the Frenchies.
Nah, we the ones that just got
like a pug, you know.
You ready to bite some shit? You know, you say a word, the motherfucker just go. We them German shepherds, baby.
What's a popular dog in Miami?
Shit, I don't know. All of them.
Whatever. All right, man. Shout
Frenchie's
out to Doc,
going
man.
crazy right now.
Nah,
Everybody. I don't even know what's close to a Frenchie right now.
Man, everybody's selling Frenchies.
Yeah, you're a Frenchie breeder, but you making some bread right now.
6,500, baby.
Legit. But yeah, back to Jerry Verse. So yeah, I think he still needs to develop a little bit in some aspects, like his pass rush moves. He just goes off the shirt.
6,500 on the dog. I better be able to ride that bitch around the neighborhood.
Bro, the motherfuckers be spinning. I know one dude. It's crazy. One of my old teammates. We thought he was cap as fuck. He's from Houston. One of my old teammates at Cookman. He said he's been selling dog like American Bullies and all that type of stuff. Man, he just sold the dog for like 20 damn K, man. 20K.
Yeah, no doubt.
Shit is crazy. It's a
I spent 1,700 on my bully when I got him. You know what I'm saying? That to me, I was young and just wild, and I had just had money just to throw away. But bro, $6,000. I be seeing prices of some of these dogs. I be like, bro, people don't lost they
Matter of fact, Bam. I was talking to damn Bam, friend of the show, big listener. We had the Miami tailgate.
You said 6,500 is cheap, is what Bam said in the comments.
Right. That's what. Speaking of, I didn't know he was in the goddamn comments. That's crazy. Well, I'm about to say, Bam, man, he was a breed at one point, and we was talking. Man, that shit, man, you can get off of them dogs, man.
These breeders be getting laid now. The boys be pulling licks on the French bullies, bro. Them breeders be getting robbed
in the comments. Yeah, like we had that conversation. He was like, yeah, man.
The cat's crazy too. I was like, man, I want to get a little.
I ain't buying no cats like that, bro.
Shit, yeah, but I'm telling you this much. I'll tell you this much. They may not be buying them like that, but like once a cat get popular, like them little hairless ones, or the big Maine Coon joint, man, they want $5, $6, $7 for them shits.
No,
like that is a mutant. Hairless cats is just nothing but a black cat without hair, bro. It just unkept.
We're more of a flexing culture. You can't really walk cats and shit like that, bro, and taking places.
Maine Coon, I'd be like 25 pounds. I'm gonna go put mine on the leash as soon as the price come back down. But anyway, go ahead, man. We done got all tracked. We got an animal talk again. I knew it was coming back. I said, dog, we ain't did no animal talk in a minute.
This will make it great, though. This will make it great, though, right? We'll be having a conversation to give some random shit that'd be interesting as hell as well.
Right.
But yeah, going back to Verse, he needs to develop on pass rush in regards to his moves. Just raw. I mean, not raw. If he's raw in that regards, he's just an athlete. Just bull rusher, get around, use great speed, power, that type of deal. So if he could develop get more of a bag of his pass rush moves, I think Verse could be damn unstoppable coming back. I think he's going to get bigger and stronger in the weight room, of course. And just being in the program like FSU, period, you got to realize this is his first year of the program. He redshirted his first year at Albany and then played last year and jumped into the portal. So have this type of strength and conditioning and that type of deal, I think it's going to do well for him as well. And just to stay healthy throughout the season, because as we all know, we had a nagging knee injury the first portion of the season. Still finished with all first team all ACC honors, 48 tackles, 17 tackles for loss, and 9 sacks. So the best defensive end in the ACC said it's coming back, and we'll see how it translate. And I'm going to stick with the trenches. FSU did get a commit from South Carolina's defensive end Gilbert Edmond. We've been bullying South Carolina like crazy, man. Shit. Motherfucker go file tampering charges on us, all the shit we've been taking from them.
Go back and find some bread.
Yeah, that's what they better do.
These programs have to find some bread, bro. These programs in effect big time by the quarter, bro. I don't know if we pay attention to the small programs like not South Carolina to that degree, but Akron, Memphis and these places like even Baylor getting raided. Some of these programs have to find a lot of money, bro.
Yes,
they ain't having coaching changes to be having big exits. Like, I understand us in Miami with the large exits and like some maybe a couple starters here and there leaving, but them dudes are losing whole starting lineups, man. And it's about NIL. Dudes want to get more bread. Like who do they reach down to, right? Like now they gotta like get the scraps or whatever is left over after signing day, rosters, after the big programs figure it out. It's just like, and then you gotta teach all these guys you done trained up, you done developed, right? Now you gotta get the scraps of everybody else bullshit that they didn't develop. Like Memphis coach did a great job of developing guys, giving them position. They winning, they doing good. You know, guys getting ready for the NFL, and then they all like the whole roster just bolt to like better spots. And now he got to grab scraps.
Yeah, it's a different ball game now, man. Especially for them,
boo-hoo,
pretty much turn to farm schools.
Yeah,
excuse me.
Yeah.
Pretty much, and then they got to go reach down to, like I said, to the level below, and hope they can pull up a few guys that damn stuff. But hey,
always recruiting, because you got to be recruiting other rosters like on the like at the same time as you're coaching games throughout the season. You got to be planning like for an exit and looking at other rosters. Like you understand like the type of staffs you need to be able to do all this type of shit. Like college football is insane. With the nuances of everything that's going on and how you keep up with it and be able to like replenish rosters and all that on the fly. Like it's a lot of shit going on, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot. So that's why these the salaries these coaches get, they deserve it. Well, for the most part, they deserve it. I ain't let you just trash and just fucking up, but it just overall, they're like getting the $1 million they get, they deserve it. Going back to Gilbert Edmond, real good get, 6'5", 250-pound defensive end. Started every game for South Carolina and led their team in tackles for loss. I think it's like a 4-star guy in the transfer portal. Beat out Florida and LSU for his services. He took official visits to both from Fort Pierce as well, wanting to get back home. And it's crazy. We talk about relationships in high school ranks and how that shit kind of doubled back. Gilbert Edmond in Norvell, he's part of the 2020 recruiting class, if I'm not mistaken. But it was some conversations with Gilbert during that recruiting process, and just decided to go to South Carolina. FSU just didn't pursue fully, and he decided to go out of state. But again, he did reference, kind of building that relationship initially in 2020 and catching back on that now, a couple years later. So that stuff does pay off in regards to those relationships you have within the recruiting process, because you never know, in a situation with the portal now where you may double back on those guys. But I feel very good about my defensive end depth right now. I think we got a formidable 4 in regards to Jared Verse, Derek McClendon, Patrick Payton, and now Gilbert Edmond in regards to the rotation. So really good defensive end rotation for Mike Norvell and staff, Coach Petulis, and Adam Fuller. I think our defensive line is going to be very good next year with everything we have coming in that they addressed in the portal, and also bringing some guys back. We got a DB coach, man. So FSU announced their defense, announced a defensive back coach, and that hire is going to be Patrick Surtain Jr. Excuse me, not junior, senior. The defensive assistant.
Double up.
All right, double up, right? The defensive analyst for defensive analyst for the Miami Dolphins and the former American Heritage coach. Patrick Surtain played 11 years in the NFL, 3-time Pro Bowler. He also was a 3-time state championship coach at American Heritage from 2016 to 2021. Just spoke with some people in regards to the hiring, what their thoughts were. Let's talk, man. I spoke to Antonio Cromartie, friend of the show, former FSU Seminole first-round pick, from Tallahassee and Crow. Said from a developmental and recruiting standpoint, I think he'd be a great hire. He could go into Louisiana and Miami to recruit. The reason he say Louisiana is because Pat is from New Orleans. It's crazy because he played at the same high school as current FSU defensive back Greedy Vance, and the kid we recruited a couple of cycles ago to receiver Destin Hill. But yeah, say you're going to Louisiana and South Florida to recruit. He understands the game. Yeah, Etna. He understands the game and he can break it down pretty specifically. And it's crazy, FSU fans, you guys go to Patrick Surtain's Twitter page, and he had a tweet in regards to development and just situational awareness and just situational football. Some shit I've been preaching about on the show, the timeline, all that type of stuff, right, in regards to just understanding the sticks to understand the situation. He was, I guess he was watching some game this weekend and talking about cornerbacks backpedaling, like why are cornerbacks backpedaling on 4th and 3? Like stuff I've been preaching about. So I seen that, man. Exactly, bro. That and this coach is not to say, hey, man, these motherfuckers running stick routes. You got those conversion situations, money downs, 3rd, 4th downs. You got 3rd to 4th and short and medium. It's only a certain number of routes these guys are going to run. They're running directly to the sticks. They're not running long-winded routes or 15 to 20-yard routes or things like that. They're trying to get the first down, just move the chains and restart the downs, right? So you got to understand that in regards to you can't give up too much fucking ground, because if you backpedal and give up too much, you're giving up the sticks, you're giving up the first down and stop him right then and there just to catch the ball. So to see him tweet that and talk about that, it really made my day, because that's something I've been preaching about for the longest. It's just FSU defensive backs. We really don't understand situational football, and we don't play the sticks well in down the distance, like 3rd and 4th down in that situation. Here, Wake Forest, for example. What's the Wake Forest quarterback? God damn, I forgot his name.
Hartman.
Yeah. See, Sam Hartman pretty much nickeling down us the whole time down the field in regards to the sticks. So bringing Patrick Surtain on, I think he'll do a good job in teaching that. There's some guys he developed. Of course, Patrick Surtain Jr., who's one of the best cornerbacks in the league. And Tyson Campbell, he was one of the better cornerbacks in the league for the Jacksonville Jaguars this year. So he developed those two guys. And Brian McFadden, former FSU defensive back and NFL guy, currently works with CBS. He has some good takes on the hire as well. Says this is a huge get. I'm really excited by this hire. Once Brian McFadden left FSU, was preparing for the draft, Patrick Surtain was still with the Miami Dolphins and whatnot. So he reached out to him in regards to helping him out with the league. Said he gave him a wealth of knowledge in regards to techniques and things to look out for just from a developmental aspect. So that was pretty cool for him to share that story. And he also said this from the recruiting aspect and what he'll bring to the table. So he's not just American heritage. It's just who he is in South Florida, right? Pat Surtain played ball there, was well known to Dolphins, being there pretty much the half end of his life in regards to developing those relationships. So I think that's a good get in regards to recruiting trail as well. Like I said, from New Orleans, he also has SIP connections too. Mississippi. I'm not really too fond of going in and getting those SIP guys,
bro. Like,
right.
Playing in the league, and he's a killer with the Dolphins, bro. Like, an absolute legend. Everybody see he developed his son. You know, whoever was getting his son was getting a polished defensive back that was just
so I wanted him so damn bad.
Yeah, bro. So like, you just
yeah, right. Definitely pause that.
You just getting a guy that everybody know that can teach the position, play the position, and then like he black, bro. Most of us can recruit. It's just relatability. Right. He's from these neighborhoods. That's why he could go to New Orleans and relate to the guys there. Also in Miami because he has ties there. So yeah, it's a good hire, no doubt.
Yep. Call it with a couple of recruits and see what their reaction was. Shout to Zach Bolstein, always working. Knows 247. Chance Robinson, 4-star receiver out of St. Thomas. That's huge. He is a family friend of mine. That really brings attention to the local talent down there in South Florida because of the recognizable name and the credibility behind his name. Edwin Joseph, defensive FSU signee from the 23 class. So it feels great. I feel like he'll push me and teach me a lot of things that I need. I feel like he's a very hands-on coach, and that's the type of coach I would love to play for. A couple more I'm going to read off, and I'll get up out of here. 4-star defensive back from IMG, Jordan Johnson Rubel. I feel like it's a great hire. He's an ex-NFL player, so he knows what he's talking about. He also molded his son into a great corner as well, so that's a big thing for me. 4-star defensive back, Ahmad Brown. One of the best to ever do it. His production speaks for itself. Yeah, so definitely I'm really excited about this hire, man. Really excited. I think this is a home run hire. There's a few names out there in regards to the hire that I was excited for and I wasn't too excited for. Hearing his name come up definitely alleviate a lot of pains. I want to speak on something too. This is directed to my like Hurricane fans. I've seen the timeline, y'all talking about people, not necessarily people, just talking about DVD left them on red and all that type of stuff. I can say this like 100% certain. That's not the case. He definitely was interested in the job and was interested in the job and reached out about the job. I can say that
be
with
frustrating about some of the trolls because they're like you be in the know really what's going on. People be out just guessing a bunch of bullshit.
Right, like, bro, you really have no freaking idea. Like, no idea. I will say this though: DVD wants to be on field. He wants to play someone to be on field. He deserves it, right? I feel like he's a on the field type of caliber coach. The recruits he brought in, we all know it was pretty much his doing in regards to defensive backs that Miami brought in. But yeah, so I'm not saying that
these guys not turning down no job to get on the field, bro. They don't care what logo on their shirt. Y'all got life messed up. As you can see, Randy Shannon got a Florida State logo on. He done had all three of them on. He don't care, bro.
His business is all about the job.
Rat got a Florida State
logo.
Shit,
4 if you count UCL.
Right,
Randy,
like it's just
Randy might go to FAU next.
Left on red, man. Trying to cash these checks.
Right, that's what y'all feel is. I understand y'all lower fans and all that type of shit, but I promise you, like, with 100% certainty, but like,
trust me, I've seen him do the 180.
Yeah,
I tried to tell him. I said, "Nah, that's real."
Yeah, like,
nah, man, you listen to the bull jive. All right, bro. Okay, came right back the next day. Yeah, that shit real. Oh, it's real now, is it?
Right.
I told you that yesterday.
Right.
But yeah, I think
it was real if it wasn't.
I will say this: I think if offered, he would 100%, probably be on the FSU Seminoles. I think, right. So
then it'd be our job to try to get him back.
Correct, and that's what the thing is. All the shit could have been fixed. Right. It could have been. It wouldn't have been an issue at all, or it can't be a recurring issue for Canes fans if it would have been taken care of last year.
We told y'all first, like y'all heard on the roll up first. They need to put Van Dyke on the field, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool and popular now, but
we'll see how that plays out in the future.
Yeah, because I don't think
let it die. Like stay out there, man. We need Van Dyke out of Miami.
Yeah, definitely. Miami.
I would go put a full sale sign on the front of his yard right now if I knew where he lived. Get him up out of here, but me and keep Van Dyke around. Nah, son. I got to go.
Last thing, and I'm out of here. FSU did kick off Jordan Travis's Heisman campaign for the upcoming season.
Y'all just make some money everywhere, huh?
I don't know, bro. I truly don't know, man. Like if like the shit he did this year was on par with a lot of the quarterbacks or whatever. He could take another step, and I think he got some better weapons. Like you got Jaheim Bell, the tight end out of South Carolina, and I keep saying this all the time. We lose Pokey Wilson, but our most explosive receiver, I said a couple times on the show was Winston Wright, and he missed the season due to the accident he suffered in the spring. So if you keep developing, I think the numbers going to be there. We know Mike Norvell, once you get a quarterback, they can put up numbers just a quarterback-friendly offense. If FSU wins the games that they should win, then he could be in contention for sure.
Yeah, I seen this movie, man. Don't end well, but good luck. Man,
I see that's a path for him to get. The Heisman and get on at least on the at the ceremony.
Yeah, get the ceremony, for sure.
A lot of things got to play out. A lot of football got to happen, but interesting. What's up with the Heisman campaign? When did they kick off?
Yeah, just kicked off the Heisman campaign. Launched a tweet, put a website out there about all the stats and all that type of stuff. Just kind of pushing it. I think the last person they did it for was. They didn't do it for Jameis, of course, because he came out of nowhere with that year. I think it was like Christian Ponder or some shit, but then, of course, that didn't work out with his injury. But, this is the first time in a while the FSU has kind of pushed for a candidate like, a Heisman campaign type of deal. Jameis shit just took off on his own. He was a redshirt freshman. FSU came into that year like number 13. No one thought it was, national championship type of team or whatnot. So, this was a little different. So, we'll see how it plays out. But I do think, and I did say this, I think Jordan Travis, when it's all said and done, he will be the 4th best quarterback to play for FSU. And the other 3 quarterbacks won the Heisman. Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, and Chris Minke. I think if he mirrors what he did this year, like from a number standpoint, he'll be like the fourth best quarterback. It's crazy because a couple years ago we really couldn't see this. My bad, Rick.
Right. Oh no, you good. No, I was just saying, you just got to get those W's you didn't get this year, and the close losses. Beat the Clemson, NC State, those close games. But I guess next year, we don't have that. We don't have the traditional schedule.
Nah, man.
I got some crazy greatest of all times, like Mike Harley and Jordan Travis. That's crazy to me.
Man, what's so funny about the Mike Harley take is I never even remember it till you bring it up. Like I keep forgetting Harley got the record. I'm like,
oh
man,
what was receptions or something, right?
I thought yards. I think in the year. And then wait.
All the time
receptions.
No, he had the receptions. Rambo got the yards. Rambo got the yards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Harley got career receptions, career receptions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. Good job.
These COVID years are wild too, bro. Some of these dudes like 30, man. Like it's wild, man. We're gonna see some of these same
Sam
guys.
Hartman, see Sam Hartman go to Notre Dame, not the league, is wild to me, bro. I was in college when Sam was in college, but it seemed like shit.
Yeah, I am a little. I was a little bit. I thought again, I didn't think this class was that great, so I thought he might have went ahead and took his chance in the NFL as well. But I mean, we'll see. I guess he was advised to do one more year.
But he had injury issues, right? Like that. Like he wasn't. Damn, it wasn't gonna play. So I think NFL is gonna.
Yeah, he had that heart issue.
Something. But he only missed 2 games for that.
Yeah, he didn't
bounce back pretty quick.
I know we had the Wake Forest report on during the season. You guys can revisit that part if you want to know for sure what happened with Sam Hartman. He broke it down a little bit more specifically. But yeah, it was supposed to be something that was, because they said indefinitely.
Done. Yeah, they thought he wasn't gonna play no more.
Right. And then a couple of weeks later, it was like, Sam Hartman's coming back. It's like,
no shit.
Which I mean, I was very happy to hear, because the minute I heard that, I was like, my mind immediately went to
baby.
Right, yeah, basically, yeah. That's what everybody was thinking. Like it's something that detrimental.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll get into a little Canes news. We didn't have a whole bunch going on. Unfortunately, we didn't get back in touch with Malik, so hopefully we'll be able to set that up a little bit later. I guess speaking of greats, we'll start there real quick. We have a few guys that are up for the Hall of Fame. Reggie Wayne, this will be his second time on the ballot. Devin Hester.
561 in the building, man.
And also Andre Johnson. These guys are all finalists for the Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2023. Also want to shout out my boy just because I'm a Niners fan. Patrick Willis on there too. That's my guy. He went out like a lot of people don't get to go out, man. He said his game won't be what it was no more. He's up out of here.
I thought he was still on top when he left. Pause.
Yeah. He really, but he said his feet was.
Can't say shit around here.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, that is crazy.
Can't say shit around
here. But the funny part is,
I wasn't gonna think about it.
Yeah, you know what? I actually, that one probably would have slid under the radar, but wait a minute. But so congratulations to those guys. Hall of Fame is nothing to turn your nose up at. It's very difficult. People fail to realize the amount of names we don't remember of guys that came in the league and didn't make the impact, the imprint we thought they would have. So, you never really want to shortchange that accomplishment and truly understand that this is truly something next level to be in that company. Those guys are there. I guess we'll do a little transfer talk. We'll start off there. We were able to get Matt Lee, one of the top ranked centers in the portal from UCF. He has 2 years left to play. Graded out really high, his PFF, whatnots. But bottom line is, we did the coaching staff thought we needed some help at center, and once I kind of sat back and thought about it a little bit, I was like, I think I just been a Ja'Kai Clark fan, but at the end of the day, I was like, you know what, bro? I got to be real with you. He hadn't quite been what we needed him to be. So upgrade there. He's always smirking and shit. He's getting shit pushed in a couple of times. Oh yeah, we gotta move on, dog. Nothing personal, kid. It happens to me. Hey, every like class that comes in, there's like a kid or two, and I'm like, man, I just hope this kid does well. And hey, that's a 50-50 shot, man. Sometimes they shine, sometimes not so much. But he'll still be a good depth piece for us if we do have to lean back into because he has a lot of experience. So we got to go back to him at some point. At least he does have plenty of snaps on his belt. We also were able to get Branson Dean, defensive tackle out of Purdue. He was one of the top defensive tackles as far as generating pressures from the inside. So he's kind of a more athletic guy on the inside, pass rushing type, push the pocket type. Not really going to be your run stopper type. In not getting Daryl back on campus or getting him back and he left again, or whatever the hell happened on that situation.
Dog was up and down the turnpike, man, all day. He's like,
my thing at the end of the day is because
every time they called in with a
he did a U-turn at the new. Yeah, hit what's called the turnpike? What they call them? The service stations. The service station.
What they said now?
30 miles to this next service station. I'm going.
How much? Shit. All right, come on. We're going back.
We're going back.
That's insane, man.
You said some gas money too, right?
Whole time he reading the app, mad at Dibby.
Right.
Shut up, stupid. You don't know my life. How old is you, man? Right. He called him boy too. That's
funny. And listen up, boy. You don't know my life. Hey man,
talk too crazy to a defensive tackle either.
Yeah, right. Hey, Dibby had he was typing us a wild shit. Boy, 6'6", 300. Let me just let it ride out a little
bit. With
all
due respect, sir, I am a grown man. Oh man,
to get respect, you got to give respect.
Right, that's true,
sir.
So that was a good addition to help shore up the defensive line. That was probably my biggest concern. I thought the starters would be pretty good there. I'm not ultra concerned there.
My thing is like the weight. Like y'all bringing some small motherfuckers, man. like these some little ass people, bro. Like weight wise. All these cats under 300 damn pounds, bro. Like that shit gonna get pushed around.
I mean,
for real, man.
280 not little, though. We're not gonna say
280 is little, bro. 280 is little. Okay, I'm gonna give you a point. Malcolm Ray for FSU is 280, and I see Malcolm Ray get pushed up and down the field against Florida and Oklahoma, like on some real shit.
Now you probably thinking, Gore, I give you, because I really tried to spin out of that one once you said that shit, and then I look back later on, I was like, damn, he is defensive tackle because he like 6'2". Now Branson Dean's like 6'6". So we talk about a different frame of 280 versus. Now I'm gonna give you the Gore guy. I did try to spin out that shit during the live taping because I was like, I thought he was playing some in. He may end up being a little bit like Mesidor though, because Mesidor is a little undersized himself, but he just
he got a good pad level.
You know what I'm saying? You can be to the earth. You can be 5'11", 255 at Georgia Southern again, off, bro.
Yeah. Get buckets.
You bring that shit over here.
You hear that shit going? You hear that shit?
Hey, spring practice might be a little bit different for that boy, man. On Green Tree, it might be a little bit different. It might be a rude awakening once you get the spring practice.
If I was a Miami fan, my lie would be how big was Warren Sapp? That'd be my lie.
No, they had
I go to Aaron Donald.
That's exactly what they said. That's exactly what they said. They said, you know how big Aaron Donald was, right?
Oh,
he really was, though. I mean, Aaron Donald barely 6 foot.
I understand that, but you got to understand Aaron Donald's 1 out of 1,000.
I know, but I got to lie, don't I?
Anomaly, man.
Yeah, he's an anomaly, of course. Yeah. But I have to lie.
Can he move like Aaron Donald?
Aaron Donald's like lifting weights since he was 6. So he's just like a muscle. It's hard to be that kind of guy that always played football as well. But yeah, that's just my favorite lie to tell. I don't think anybody's Aaron Donald. That's just Aaron Donald was 1 of 1. I don't know, maybe John Randall, who was even smaller than him way back in the day. Right. You guys like you going way back. But anyway,
we're talking about guys.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all hit that like button. Subscribe, subscribe. It's absolutely free to show love. It don't cost nothing to show love, man. Hit that like button. Get the algorithming and
There you
whatnot.
go, because we don't even really know what that word means.
Provocative.
Just the people going.
It means information a little bit.
We had a few people find some landing spots. A couple of guys I'm interested in. Again, every time you have some turnover in your roster, it's not you're gonna lose maybe a guy or two that you're like, man, I kind of wish they could have found a niche here. But anytime you get a new staff, that's going to be a situation. So Isaiah Dunson has committed to Baylor, so good landing spot for him there. Also, Gilbert Frierson, he played corner for us, and he did get some snaps, some starts. Again, he's still a young guy. I thought he still had some more that he didn't reach his peak, I don't believe. But maybe he just got the feeling in the room with the new staff. Maybe he wasn't their guy. There's so much hollering about we need corners. So maybe that was just the vibes he was feeling like. The love wasn't quite the same. He was actually, I think he was originally committed to y'all, right? See?
Who?
Isaiah Dunson.
Yeah, cornerback. Yeah. 6'2". Yeah. What did he end up transferring to? My apologies.
You got Baylor. Yeah, he ended up landing at Baylor.
Yeah, he was committed to us at one point.
Yeah, I say he didn't, I wouldn't call him at all a bad player. I think, just like I say, new staff. So
out there in the Big 12, you're gonna find out.
Oh yeah, they're gonna toss the ball around.
You're gonna find out.
You can't check out that boy.
Every play. Every play. And then Gilbert Frierson, he decided to spend his last season at Louisville. So shout out Gil. Gil's that athletic tweener type guy. He's probably I'm sure he's gonna end up playing safety for them.
Y'all got Louisville this year?
Good question.
You better hope not.
Gil gonna run down.
You better run down on it. I can tell.
And then how I'm supposed to be mad at him, right? It's like I'm like, I told y'all he's pretty damn good. I always like Gil.
That was my boy. That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't get into it.
him and Trav,
get off every time. He gonna get off his what's it called? Defensive tackle take. So you gotta get your shit off every time you bring up Gil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do actually play Louisville, second to last game of the season, and
that's what Hov sold them on right there. Hey, come on up here. We run down on them boys in the fall.
Yeah,
get back.
That's exactly what it is.
It's in Miami, so yeah, he becomes
in Miami. Okay,
yeah. His people to be there. You're right, Mike. Show out.
Definitely sold him. Hey, bro, I get you about 20 tickets. This motherfucker, yeah, man. Like, how many?
Right. So that's as far as actual movement where people have found homes. That's all we got going on right now. Few guys. Well, actually, I think just one that I speak of right now. Defensive tackle Justin Rogers is set to visit Miami this weekend coming up. He's a former 5-star, 6'3", 310 pounds. I guess he just decided he didn't want to kick it in the bluegrass state. Kind of crazy to be a 5-star and commit to Kentucky anyway, but trying to have fun, be different, and then you're like, all right, bro, ain't that much bourbon in the world. See if I can't do something. So he's just left LSU, I want to say, this past weekend, and then after us, he's supposed to visit Alabama and Auburn. So I definitely got us as a dark horse here. I'm not crazy, but you gotta like the fact they're getting a visit. So he probably just coming to kick it though. I ain't gonna hold you because
it's cold everywhere, bro. If I'm a transfer portal guy, I go down there just to get away for a weekend, man. Check out Tootsie, maybe go buy Scarlett.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it a bean with the other programs he's checking with. If we don't lock him down before he leaves, he ain't coming, and I don't think we locking him down. So that's just my humble opinion on that.
How you feel about defensive tackle recruit together?
Right this cycle, I didn't think. I have to kind of go back and look as far as misses. I think the biggest miss would be like Walker, who ended up at UCF.
Because we all missed out on him.
Everything I've heard is that he's a monster. He's showing out.
Great week at the All-Star games.
Yeah. I've heard he showed
Yeah,
out.
man. Shout out to Gus, man. I appreciate that.
And then man, but see, we all missed on him too.
We already seen how it worked, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely. Another year, so good.
That's what Ma was talking about.
Shot at the next offseason.
Yeah, just keep it cool. keep it respectful as a fan base and as a staff. Guy might be right back. Just chill out.
As you can see, Gus losing starters right now at UCF, bro.
Right.
I know, like,
we picked
John
up two
Walker
of them.
Right.
We picked up they starting center and they starting quarterback.
I'm trying to get a receiver, bro. I like what's his name? Cole. What is his name? I got his receiver.
Yeah, I know you
Ryan O'Keefe.
UCF,
Ryan O'Keefe.
Boys used to have some decent receivers.
10-500 meter cat from 10-4-500 meter cat from Texas, man. He gave us the business when they beat us. But I wouldn't mind snatching that. We'll see where we at with it. But yeah, UCF they're gonna lose guys, man. They're a farm team.
Like you say, yeah, they'll feed a school now. Go down there, do a little shopping around, see if anybody want to come play in the Hard Rock, man. See what else we got. Though.
You got John Walker though.
Yeah. For now, like I say, he young. He want to stay home. Then reality gonna slap him. Like, all right, enough home. I'm up out of here. I will say, back to your question though. That was probably the biggest, I would say, quote unquote, miss. Well, it was a miss. I'm not gonna say quote unquote. That was the biggest miss. And then I'm trying to think the other guys that I remember being on the radar. I don't know if we just completely whiffed on the rest of them. Who was that kid? Derek LeBlanc was a kid that they was pretty high on. He ended up going to Oklahoma, right? Does it need to improve? I think so. Yeah, I think that was a big spot of need. And I think right now they're just trying to, plug the hole with the transfer portal. But I would definitely like to have seen a little more action there so we could have some younger guys. Because, how long do we have some of these transfer guys? I'd have to look back. But I think like the Dean kid, I think he has 2 years of eligibility, but I'm sure he's trying to be a one and done type situation himself, who probably looked at the depth chart and said, okay, I can get in here and get some real meaningful snaps and some good film off. So, I definitely think it needs to improve. Right now, I'm drawing blanks on the actual names that I thought, man, if we could land this kid, those are the only two that I could think of early on that I was just like, it'd be really good to get them in the fold. But yeah, I agree. It leaves something to be desired in general. Let's see. Yeah, so he's supposed to be lined up this weekend. VayCay for Buddy. Not mad at you, man. Come on down and live it up a little bit. Outside of that, man, really not a ton going on. We got a few offers out there. We did make the top 6. I'm sorry. Yeah, let me do that real quick. Top 6 for Josiah Thompson.
Oh no.
Oh nah.
Oh my bad. I'm sorry. I was looking at something else. My bad.
Oh.
My bad.
I was like, y'all ain't even up here. It's like I don't even see you up here.
No, my bad, brother.
I got you. We in there with Georgia, South Carolina, Clemson, Tennessee, and Alabama. Josiah is a offensive tackle, 6'6", 280. He's out of Dillon, South Carolina. Composite 4-star as of right now. So yeah, we made his top 6. And outside of that, a few more offers went out. We got I usually don't bring up guys that far out, but we have 2025. I bring it up just because it's quarterback. You usually try to get ahead of your quarterback pretty early in the process. See if you could get that kind of built-in loyalty or whatnot. So Austin Simmons. So this is just a name to know for the future. He had a brother, Luke. No, I'm sorry. I said the wrong name. Ryan Montgomery. That's what I meant to say. Wrong name. Ryan Montgomery. He had a brother that played with Ohio State in December. So good chance he may try to go link up with Bro if they offer as well. But just a name to possibly know out there. Austin Simmons, my correction, was a offer that just went out for an upcoming class. So got Austin Simmons out there. Justin Scott out of the Chicago area. He is defensive lineman, 6'5", 310, class of 2024, obviously. He is a 4-star. 247's got him as a composite 5-star, number 18 nationally, number 4 defensive line, number 1 interior line. So name to know there. I don't think we ever did too much shopping out of Chicago. So not really. I was about to say I don't ain't done too much shopping out of there. We done a little shopping in St. Louis, had some success.
I want to touch shit in Chicago.
Who Chicago usually go to? I don't even.
You got a gangster out of Antonio Morrison out of there though.
Okay. It's crazy though, because usually they go like Northwestern or some shit, or some of the good guys they hit like Notre Dame.
Okay, that makes.
But one of my college roommate, one of my damn best friend, one of the guys that kind of got us on with Forston, the dude that was with Atlanta PD. He from Chicago.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Man, he said that shit ass up though.
Yeah. And another.
You have a couple though every now and then.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Those cold states like that don't get no spring football.
No, they don't. That's the one thing he did say. He was like, "Y'all play spring?" He was shocked. Shit, they spring. It's snowing still.
Right. Yeah, this kid probably kind of just like, because that was one of the things about Samson Okunlola, him not being able to play the best competition, but he went out and played really well in the All-American game himself. He got to start at left tackle, and he said he was excited to get out there and play against better competition than what he was able to face, and did well, earned the starting spot there. Ray Joseph, Nathaniel Joseph, he also earned a start, and he got a score in the game. As well did Mark Fletcher, was the second string running back, and he was able to reel in an 81-yard pass. Kind of blew right by a linebacker and caught him with his feet flat, and that was it. That was all she wrote on that one. I almost did forget to get them boys a shot out there.
Yeah, speaking of, man, I forgot about that as well. I think Blake Nicholson played in that game, and he led his team in tackles and had an interception, like a real acrobatic interception earlier in that week.
Oh shit! I forgot to commit and everything from that game.
We'll circle back real quick. Go ahead. If you know it off top, go ahead.
Yeah. Caden Jones. I think he's 3 or 4-star. I can't remember. 3-star. I'm just gonna call it 3-star because I don't want to. I rather.
Yeah, 3 or 4 depending on the service.
Yeah, depending on the service. 3-star offensive tackle Caden Jones for Louisiana was deciding between Texas A&M and UF, and we landed him over at the All-Star game. Also at the All-Star game, we had Trayon Webb, who hit pay dirt from like 5 or 6 yards out, something like that. But I forgot about that whole game until you just said something. Shout out to that.
Yeah, I be honest with you, I didn't even have it in my little notes here. It just came to me when I was thinking about the competition level when we were talking about that other player up north. So yeah, you know, but his size is what I gotta imagine has got him ranked that high. I'm sure he's dominating everything out that way. Sometimes they're just that guy. Brian Breezy was like that too. I watch him play, man. It was like watching him play against children. I was like, I don't know what to think of this guy. He was just throwing all them little kids down. We got an offer out. It looks like his first offer, I'm assuming. Cornerback out of Norcross, Georgia. Javon Bailey, 6', 170. He's unranked by everybody. So must be some early activity diamond in the rough, phone call made, something going on there. But yeah, nobody else has him on their radar yet, not even the recruiting services at all. So we'll see if that's a name to remember later on. Also, offer went out to 4-star Kinsley Faustin. Another one of the top DBs in that class is supposed to be in this 2024 class out of Naples. That I want to say that about rounds it up for us right now. We had Mackay, one more offer, and this actually happened since we started recording. So Mackay Saina. I'm gonna call him Saina right now. Mackay Saina, 2024 offensive
I'm gonna call him Saina too.
For now, yeah, that's what we're gonna call him for now. 6'4", 275 kid out of Arlington, Texas, projected to be an interior lineman, 3-star guy. So I believe that covers everything up to the moment.
I got
pretty close.
A couple of quick points before we for FSU before we move on. You was talking about 2024 next weekend. FSU, and I have the list for the next week's show, of course. But next weekend, FSU is hosting a pretty big recruiting weekend for the 24 class. A lot of people said they're coming, so I have the list for you guys on the next show. And also JoJo Trader, 5-star receiver. I think he's number 11 in the 247 composite rank out of Chaminade. Recently announced the top 2, and Florida State is included with Ohio State. So something to look out for. He was actually at the bowl game as well. Edwin Joseph and Hakeem Williams, he came to the game with them. He was able to see John Wilson have over 200 yards. He said that was a big draw for him. But we know what Ohio State does with receivers. Brian Hartline, I say all the time, he's the best damn receiver coach in the nation. But so to be in a conversation with them is pretty good. So we'll see how that plays out.
No doubt. What's
got some national news too, real quick too. But it just pretty much just happened. Go ahead, Larry.
What just happened?
No,
I was about to say shout out. I was going to say shout out our the sponsor, and then we'll get into that a little bit. Tidbits.
One time for the folks at mvpsports.ag. Be sure to visit all my gambling folks. Be sure to pull up if you're wagering on anything. Maximize your winnings. They're going to match you 100% every deposit. Again, that's mvpsports.ag. Use code ROLLUP. Like I said, 100% match. You cannot beat that anywhere, man. Competitive lines, everything sleek, easy process. Payment, everything. Just like every other website. Holla at your boy.
Get rich. Tell them the roll-up sent you.
Already.
Show them the receipts, baby. I was going to say real quick, and I guess it got silenced, but maybe I missed something. What was the deal with the whole Marvin Harrison Jr. to USC talk?
To USC?
Yeah. There was like a lot of buzz about him transferring to USC.
I know people was talking, that'd be crazy, but I know people was talking about if anything, he goes to the league, right? I think he's been 3 years removed. But no, I know a lot of people complained about a lack thereof, I guess, NIL opportunities at Ohio State. But I don't think he'll be one of those kids that lack opportunities. So that's probably
they was talking about, it was a lot of buzz, and then he I think he did put something out to kind of squash a little bit of it. And I was like, I'm confused. He's going crazy. I don't think he's eligible. I think he does got to come back one more year. But still, I was like, USC.
That's just the game nowadays, Brian. How it goes?
Yes, it could be money. Well, I'm sure they got money out there. It's in LA, so I'm sure it's they got some people involved. They're trying to, likewise do the same thing that we trying to do, and they had a pretty good season. Damn. So yeah, I was just curious because I did not understand where any of that buzz was coming from. I was like, they damn near was in the national title game, and they definitely would have won this shit if they would have played. I know it was sick. I was sitting watching that shit.
I said, I think we said on the show too prior that the fucking national championship.
Right, that was the real game.
Was a semifinal. Ohio State versus Georgia was the national championship. Yeah. That's another thing too I want to touch on. Like the whole complaint about the national championship game. TCU shouldn't have been there. Bama would have been favored. Man, fuck all that bullshit. What are we playing the games for? Like, what are we playing? If that's the case, well, axe all this shit and just do some fucking favorite shit and put Bama. So what if Bama would have lost 3 games this year? They still would have been fucking favorite. So what are we talking about? And another thing,
Bama ain't deserve to be there, but
I think TCU they did what they were supposed to do. We can't. Yeah, the gap I agree, but shit, the gap between Georgia and pretty much everybody else is I don't know, bro. Once they beat Michigan,
they earned the right.
TCU, yeah, they earned the
TCU
right. like TCU.
They earned the right to get their ass beat.
Real quick, y'all seen? I don't want to talk too much about Georgia, man. I've been trying to act like them people ain't winning shit. Keep that shit up. Fuck Georgia.
I got the dog behind me. I can't see my green screen.
I sure hope not.
Oh yeah, and North Carolina and Dre Bly, the cornerbacks coach from North Carolina, they mutually decided to part ways.
Oh, okay. What you about to say those?
Oh, you see that boy Jim Harbaugh think he Herm. He was moving like Herm. They say he getting investigated, bro. Michigan got some shenanigans going on.
Oh, man. I ain't see that. He ain't Teflon Herm.
Nah, he ain't Teflon Herm. They get his ass up out of there.
He tried to. thought he was Teflon Herm.
Herm was Teflon for a long time, bro.
Herm just lost too much. Yeah, that was the problem. It's like, man, you got to win too though now.
You can't have the bullshit and lose. Herm.
Yeah, and be losing. No, I hadn't heard he had any recent allegations, so I guess that lends more into him possibly going to the NFL again. You know, here we are with this story again every year.
So the program is being investigated for 4 level 2 violations. I don't think that's like anything serious.
Oh yeah. I think that's
level 1 allegation. Level 1 allegation is that Harbaugh misled NCAA investigators when confronted when questioned about the level 2 allegations. So he lied about
petty shit,
about COVID practices, pretty much. His contact during the COVID time frame, pretty much doing the same shit, practices and talking to players, meetings, and all that type of stuff during COVID time. I don't think anything, bro. NCAA weak. Like nobody don't even know about this shit. Like they got a whole investigation going on with Michigan, and nobody don't know and don't give a shit because the NCAA is weak. Like
losing recipes.
What are they policing?
I don't know.
You losing recipes.
Yeah, you don't hit the programs because like it used to be like an annual thing. Like which program
they policing those waivers though? I remember that was a big issue. I think last year someone didn't get one. That was a big story.
I was about to say, and that was the problem because it was like everybody's getting them, and then this kid's like his grandfather who was close to dying of cancer, and it's like no, it's like I give them to everybody.
Yeah,
it started with Tate Martell. He was the first transfer.
What was his waiver? What did he have?
Man, I don't.
Like, why are you going to Miami? When you waiver to go to Miami for you from Vegas?
Yeah, Justin. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Justin Fields said it was racist, so he wanted out of Georgia.
That was real smooth. Got up out of there.
I said, why you left your sister?
They ain't even investigate. It was like, yeah, he right.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Let him out of there.
Yeah. So you got a point.
With investigation, right. He stated the obvious. Kid didn't know that. I don't know how he from Georgia, but
right.
Reality.
Real quick, another little tidbit. The Pac-12, and this is going back to Deion. The Pac-12 has reportedly nixed the idea of a Week 0 matchup between Arizona State and Colorado after Deion Sanders leaked it. So it was a fun 24 hours. So this was the backstory of it. It wasn't announced yet, but there was planned that the Pac-12 was going to schedule a Week 0 game. We had a Week 0 game, but it was against Duquesne. Like this was like Arizona State, Colorado, a decent little Week 0 game. New head coaches on both sides. Deion hype, that type of deal. Deion go run and leak it to Kirk Hurd Street, and it goes from there. So the Pac-12 pretty much canceled that shit since he couldn't keep his mouth closed for a couple hours.
Jackson State no more.
Jackson State.
You can't just be texting your homeboys and shit on the vibes.
Hey, Kurt, you gonna be calling the game, right? That's probably what he said.
Not media, yeah.
Who Kurt told? Like how I got from Kurt ears to the streets though.
That's a good point. I have
seen Kurt drinking. Kurt probably spilled, just like when they was in and he was talking trash about Florida State that year. He was sipping on his cup.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Kurt probably was just vibed out, man, and just say, "Oh, that's crazy." Yeah, we
Deion just told me last week, man. Asked me about pulling up.
That was a secret.
Shit, game day pulling up. Yeah,
boy, I be drunk, boy. You better ask me that first. Hey, Kirk, you sipping right now? Oh yeah. I'm gonna holler at you in the morning.
Yeah,
I'll holler at you in the morning.
One time for the one time.
But we do have to. I know Silky don't want to hear this, man. Plug your ears if you got to, man.
Oh no, let's talk about.
We do got to congratulate them dogs, man.
I ain't congratulating shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Y'all know that my other team. Shout out Falls and boys over there.
Shout out to the fellas, man.
Yeah, 100 Sanford. Shout out to y'all boys, man, holding it down all year. Great guest all year. Y'all check that out if you are Dogs fans. I know we do have some that listen to us. Make sure y'all go over there, check them boys out. They do a great show. They have great guests all the time, man. Legendary guests, legendary dogs that have been on that show. They beat the snot out of them people, man. It's kind of back to what CJ was saying. I don't think we can strip people of the opportunity You know, they did what they had to do. They beat Michigan when people thought they wouldn't do that. Did I think that they would be in this game? No. I think I said I scored it like 45-20 or something. I did not see it going
that.
Just clubbing baby seals out there is what we really saw. Like, it just Georgia was running around baseball bats, just knocking these people heads off.
Shit like killer whales, bro.
I know a dead body when I said dead man walking is all I saw. Them boys pulled up and they was just happy to be there. They was celebrating, having a good ass time, taking pictures all week. Georgia was on business shit.
Yeah, Georgia. Yeah, I agree.
I said, man, this shit about to be a murderous game, and I'm not tuning in.
Yeah, I only really was watching because I was at work, so I just had it like on my phone, kind of like, you know, looking back and forth as I'm at work, checking it out. And every time I turned my head, they scored again. I'm like, all right, man.
That first half had reminded me of that FSU Miami game. He was like 38-7 or something like that. I was like, shit, we had them boys 31-3 at halftime,
right? Very good. That's a good one. I like it. Vengeance is sweet.
But nah, my bad for the rudder. Go back to your point.
No, you good, brother. But I mean, that was disappointing. All in all, that probably was the worst national championship game that I may have ever seen.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, it's, you know, I don't think there's a worse one. But yeah, I don't think there's a worse one.
It was bad for me, and I ain't watch it.
Right. I mean, like I said, bro, you didn't miss nothing. It was just total dominance.
I understand the people being pissed at the product, but I mean, at the same time, you can't tell them the people weren't deserving of it, man. Like I
deserved it.
Yeah, they deserve the ass whooping they got.
Yeah, somebody got to take these hands.
They work hard for that ass whooping.
Yeah, it was ass whooping. Well,
you got to earn the right to get in the ring with Floyd Mayweather. We know Floyd gonna win, but you got to earn the right to get up there.
I'm glad you said something about fighting.
I might fight Floyd.
Real quick, bro. So I'm standing the other night, bro. Javante is about to fight, bro, and man, I barely made it. Shout out to my Jags. I stayed up kind of late, way past my bedtime. I'm an early sleeper. I go to bed early as fuck. I stayed up a little later than I normally because I got two sporting events. Jag game and Javante about to fight. Jags, we in the playoffs. Did what we had to do. We handle business, man. Duval, we in the building. This Javante and these 1 o'clock in the morning, the culture of boxing, they gotta start putting this shit at 10 o'clock. Like, yo, you losing so much audience. Yeah, the main event need to go at 10. All this past midnight, dog, I'm washed, man. I was doing everything in my house to stay awake, bruh.
Guess what? They already got your money, so you can sleep if you want to.
No, I ain't have no money.
Well, yeah. I know you.
That link,
you got the link.
You got that link, and that link come through every time, boy.
I ain't got the link. I just got the jailbroke fire stick, man. How y'all watch y'all Miami Hurricane games? That's how I watch the fight.
Yeah, man. All right, y'all boy whooping up on me a little bit, right? I wasn't prepared for this today. Yeah, y'all won today.
Nah, but you gotta change them fight times, man. What a dope fight. Javante did what he had to do, dog. But that 1 a.m. start time, that's just too crazy for me, bro. I can't be watching fights that time of night, bro.
That boy said he couldn't see. I don't never want a man to hit me so hard I can't see. That's it. I ain't fighting no more. I'm rolling out the ring at that point. Where's he going, ladies and gentlemen? Man, I can't see.
That's how Georgia hit TCU.
I can't see. That's too hard to hit another human being, man. I'm out of here, man. I had an old head tell me that one time. He got right out the ring. He was boxing, and the dude hit him so hard, he just got out the ring in the middle of the fight. And he said, ain't no way a man should be able to hit that hard. When he told it, where you going? Ain't no way a man won't be able to hit nobody that hard, man.
Hey, that's crazy.
Hey, you know, it wasn't for him.
They don't know what strength right there.
We both amateurs, man. We both amateurs.
You gotta be a professional and hit the pavement like you know what I'm saying, like a professional, bro. hit the pad and get counted out to 10. You can't just walk out the ring to my that hurt.
No, man, that shit hurt, man. I quit.
They must say no way a man supposed to be hitting that hard.
That hard. I'll never forget that. Rest in peace, Mr. Johnson, man. I'll never forget Mr. Johnson told me that back when I used to work at Target, man. But anyways, man, y'all ready to get up out of here, bro?
Yeah, we out of here, man.
Quick shout outs to anybody. I got one. I'll give y'all 2 seconds to think of anybody. Shout out to my mom, man. She made me come home this weekend to come pick up my Christmas gifts. Did a good job, mama. Real good job, man. Got me a little Miami Hurricanes gear. Got me some corksicle cups. It was like the little Spider-Man stuff. I'm a big Spider-Man geek. So that was real dope. Thank you, Mom. I did not want to come home this weekend. But tomorrow not promised. Yeah, she definitely made it worth it, man. And real quick shout out to my sister. She's been we just coming off the trial and all, but dealing with a lot of stress. Keep fighting, you know what I mean? Love you. Hold your head.
100.
Already, man.
Shout out to the people, man. Shout out to the fans.
Yeah,
No
shout out to
Nation,
the fans,
book your goddamn tickets, man. We about to fucking
Yeah.
Orlando. Book your Charlotte tickets. Book all them damn tickets. We turning
Charlotte.
up. Charlotte.
Woo!
We tearing it up, baby. Book your tickets. Alert your people.
Hey, man.
Back up.
We back.
Yeah, make sure y'all get vacation insurance and shit, man. Like CJ gonna have y'all buying all this shit. And shit hit the fan, bro. You ain't gonna be able to get no refunds for this type of shit, man. So
it's only like an extra $18 to cancel that flight.
Roll up ain't reimbursing.
Yeah, I damn sure not. I lost the whole cruise like that, not getting that insurance, Larry. Never again, bro. Whenever I'm booking something, go ahead and insure it, bro, because life happens sometimes.
Yeah, I'm worried about $20 now. when later on that could save me $500.
Right,
yeah, 20 ain't gonna hurt me right now. Here y'all go. That's what's
Shout out
up.
my man Chuck Jones, man. Always showing love and reaching out to me, just give me some energy about the roll up, man. Just
shout out to Chuck, man.
bro.
Real solid, bro. Real solid.
I think he hit me up too. This was his name. Smack Yourself.
Yeah.
Shout out, bro. Yeah, he been kind of paying attention to everything going on. I appreciate you saying that. Actually, yeah. And send some love and positive energy my way. So yeah, absolutely appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man. Chuck definitely a solid one.
All right, man. Let's pull up anchor. Get up out of here. I gotta go hit the plantation, baby.
It's the roll up. It's the vibes. Like, subscribe. It's the biggest. We out of here. Taylor gang. Let's roll.